And they're going to have a gunfight. They know there's action there. They're all looking at each other, wondering what's going down. But I know what's going down. Tonight is ladies' night at the club. That means every lady wins a free pineapple, but you don't win the pin. No pin for you, my friend. Taste the rainbow. Right across your chops, buddy. It's a tough life. We're just all living it. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it to. I'm Bushka. Welcome back to the channel. And today's video is sponsored by PUBG Mobile, which is pretty awesome because I like doing videos about PUBG Mobile, and I especially like doing these kind of videos where we plumb the depths of the tactical and the technical to give you some answers on what is the best gun for PUBG Mobile's brand spanking new Team Deathmatch mode. Now, I can show you the numbers, the raw numbers outlining what is the fastest time to kill gun in PUBG Mobile. And that will tell you a lot about which is the best gun to use in this instance. But there are set factors and really well-defined factors within this game mode that have a lot to do with which gun is the best to pick. For instance, look, I'll get it out of the way right now. The M249, I think, is easily the best gun in this mode. But it's not just because of the time to kill. In fact, the time to kill is great, but more importantly, the M249 has an extremely large amount of ammunition. And reloading ammo is a big indicator of positivity in this game mode. You can see there as well your Uzi, your Vector, your M762, your AKM. They're all very, very quick guns. The Scar-L that you can see here, which I use a lot, but only because I really love the skin, and the M416 for me are probably the least fantastical guns. Now you can win with them. There's no denying it. You can win with the Kar98, but that doesn't mean it's a good thing. The Kar98 is a bit of a meme gun in this mode. It's a gun that, if you hit the body or the headshot, you'll do a one shot kill. And if you don't hit the body or hit a headshot, then you know the gun can be a real liability. And it's a gun that works well when the team is going forward and in the ascendancy. And it's a gun that doesn't do very well at all when you're getting pushed back into your spawn. And that's exactly what I mean. You can see here. I'm going to show you a couple of instances where, yeah, there's just not much you can do with those kind of pushes. Running the Uzi is another gun that, while it's beautiful for certain parts of the game mode, is a disaster in others, namely that ammunition. Uzi is a great gun to have on a Switch. Running, say, an Uzi and an M762 or an Uzi and an AKM is a great loadout because you can really use the Uzi for single targets. You can see the Uzi's time to kill is fantastic. It's really, really good, but it does it by throwing a whole lot of ammo and having a fast reload. Whereas a barrel or an AKM will clear and have plenty of gunfire left in the clip. And that means that the Uzi, you're constantly hitting that reload button or switching fast to another Uzi. And that can leave you in situations where you just run out of ammunition. And then you're on a reload and that's tough. An Uzi is a really great gun to use on a Switch, which I find this gun, the Vector, is excellent for too. The Vector is slightly slower in terms of time to kill than the Uzi, has about the same amount of recoil, shreds very, very hard, but it isn't the fastest and doesn't have the biggest clip. And because of that fast fire rate again, it can sometimes be left a little bit lacking in these gunfights where you get multiple targets following up one at a time, meaning you've got to be really, really focused on getting time for a reload. And sometimes the enemy doesn't let you have time for a reload. The Vector is a great weapon when you have to push and you have to push hard. But for me, the best guns in the game are the M762 and the AKM. The Shotty is wonderful at very, very close range, but the spread on the shotgun means that anything outside of exceptionally close range is tough. And because sometimes your targets are just going to be too far away, you find yourself reloading an awful lot. And again, much like the Uzi and the Vector, that reload time and only having 8 shells in the clip can lead to some awfully tough engagements where you are dancing like a ballerina trying to just slip away and get shots in, then peek back behind cover. It's not ideal, but you can do it. And you can do that with all the guns in Team Deathmatch mode. You can absolutely win with all of them. The Kar98, whatever the case may be. The S12K, the Uzi, the Vector. But for me, I'm looking for guns that are going to fill out a lot of different roles. Now, your M416 and your SCAR-L are great at medium to long range as ARs. And because of that versatility on the battlefield, they're really very much sought after weapons when you're running around on Erangel and Sanhok and all those kind of places. But this isn't that environment. This is a dead set, 100%, nose to the grindstone, bust them out brawl, where shots like this are your extreme range, and they're not very common. And you don't want to be camping for too long in this game. Giving up mobility like these clowns is a bad idea. And what I find when I'm playing a lot of Team Deathmatch is that my switch weapon when I'm running an M416, generally being an AKM or a barrel, is the gun that I end up going to more than actually the M416. So if the M416 has one saving grace, it's very accurate. There's not a lot of recoil. 40 in the clip means that you're going to get an honest amount of ammo out of it. But when you are pushing up and you're being really successful, you want to be running a gun like this, the AKM. The AKM is an absolute showstopper. And I think it's probably a little bit better than the barrel in this mode for a couple of reasons. There's two guns in this mode that have a base shell damage of 45 to a no armor chest wearing target. That is the barrel M762 and the M249. The M249 has a much faster rate of fire, but the AKM has 47, unlike PC where it has 49. And that means that you get a bonus from that front-loaded damage. The AKM has a 66 damage headshot value to a level 2 helmet. And even though the barrel M762 has 63, same as the M249, that extra 3 hit points damage can be the difference. Because people are running around all the time in this mode with sub 100% hit point pools. And they're running around with damage vests, even though they're more durable and all that kind of thing. That slight edge that you get from front-loading damage can be a big thing. You see how the gun that I keep clearing with when I'm running M416s and SCAR-Ls is the switch weapon, usually an AKM or a barrel. The other thing that I find very valuable with the AKM is that it gives you a little bit of recoil rise. And you are going to get that extra little bit of headshot love from this gun. So as it rises up in this mode, as you're moving around, you're more likely to hit a headshot and you're more likely to clear targets. There is a struck match between the barrel M762 and the AKM for me. I will run either of them. And often, the gun loadout I will run is a barrel and an AKM, because they are both so successful in this mode for me. If you drop boot camp or one of these really big hot drop areas, you're probably going to run an M762 or an AKM as your primary gun, and then have a switch gun or an AR like an M416, a SCAR-L, a QBZ-95, one of those. Now I want to talk about the big dog here, the unquestioned best gun in this mode. And the reason that I find it to be so far and away above the AKM and the M762 is not at all the damage. The damage is nice. Slightly more damage, but just as mad a recoil, and that's all well and good. What this gun has in spades is an extended ammo loadout. Now, there's a big negative to this, as you're going to see here. Reloading is tough, and that's why I'm running around with an M762 waiting, because, you know, I want to get these guys cleared in the next wave after getting rid of them, so that then I got a chance to hit a reload on my M249. Here we go. Finally going to get the reload in. But once you get that reload in, you've got 100 rounds of 45 base damage 5.56, which is a devastating loadout. And if you can get that and couple it up with M762 or an AKM on the switch, then you've got an extended play of 140 rounds, all at about the same, roughly the same speed. And that can allow you to stay deep in enemy territory, laying out all kinds of angry justice for a very long time. So in summary, there's no one particular gun that is 100% going to be your favorite. I think the M249 is the most efficient for this mode, but you can be successful with the S12K, and you can be successful with the Kar98. You might be a very, very good player who loves just no-scoping with the Kar98, and that could be your thing. Happy days. But if you want my advice, leave the M416 and the SCAR-L alone. Run an M762 or an AKM on a switch with a Vector or an Uzi. Those are guns that have outstanding rate of fires and can really dump a target quick. And you'll do really, really well in this game mode. And if all else fails, just go straight to the middle and get the big dog. And wow, that thing is going to hunt well and truly. And remember, guys, there's going to be another video. I want to do another video on this very, very shortly on why, well, not just this, but arcade mode in general and how you should be using it to train. But until then, I'm going to leave you with this one. I hope you enjoy it. The European server playing with 20 ping in the airport. Boy, oh boy, didn't I love the no desync. Until next time, I'm Bushka. Look after yourselves and stay safe on the battlefield. Bye for now.